Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Connor Knowles, and this is the Nerdic Gods podcast, episode 128.
Yeah.
Maybe? Yeah. Joining me as always, Daniel, never really.
What's up, Connor? What's up, gamers? Connor, real quick.
Yeah.
Can you believe that we got Crash 4 and it was good? I think about that all the time.
You know
it's like, how did they come back with Crash?
It's still one of those things, if you just came up to me and you were like, hey, what if they made a Crash 4? I'd sit there and theorize with you about like what that could be and how good it could be. But they did.
And it was great. Arguably one of the best in the series. Arguably. It's insane.
See, now this just brings up the heartbreaking decisions of what Activision is making as of late.
Yeah, hopefully within the next year we'll hear good news about things coming back.
Come on, Phil. Bring it back. Bring it back. We need Crash. See, that's the thing that gives me hope is like Xbox could use Crash, right? They could use a good family mascot platformer type thing.
Be another face, right?
Psychonauts a little bit, but you know,
it could be another face
you could use
of Xbox. One.
You could use that, and you could use Spyro. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, bring Spyro back. I really only liked the first game, but bring it back.
Yeah, Spyro was the one I went back. I played through that trilogy again, and I was like, I don't like this as much.
I couldn't even get through 2
when I was a kid.
So,
yeah, two is still my favorite. I think 2 is still the best one. Yeah, but
I like the simplicity of 1. I liked just going and getting the statues. That was pretty much
3 is too much. 3, when he plays all these different characters and stuff like that, is like, okay, I don't need all this. This is a bit much.
Yeah. Yeah, Spyro's great.
Bring it back. Spyro 4. That's
Spyro
what
4. Yeah.
I feel like they could do a lot with that too. You know, update it to today's standards of a 3D.
Make
platformer.
it more of a. I was just gonna say, make it more of a collectathon 3D platformer type.
Yeah, exactly. Then it could be good. Bring it back.
Yeah.
You could make the best Spyro game. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Except that one where Frodo voices him. You remember that?
Yeah. I didn't play that, but I remember hearing clips of Elijah Wood.
Yeah. I forget who plays the little fly. Or whatever he is, the dragonfly. I think it's David Spade.
Is it really?
It might be.
That's perfect.
Look that up, because
that would be perfect.
That's a weird. I mean, you could almost make a movie out of that today. You know what I mean?
Xbox missed out on acquiring Playtonic. They should have acquired Playtonic.
Yeah,
because Playtonic could have done Banjo. They could have done.
Well, they already have Rare and Double Fine. Yeah,
but Playtonic is making those games now.
Sure.
Right.
Sure.
Like. I think it was 10 that bought them.
Yeah, 10 now.
Like
was it just a majority stake they bought, or did they buy the whole thing?
I think they bought the whole thing.
They bought the whole thing, huh?
I think so.
That's a shame.
Yeah.
Oh, well. I did like Ukulele, though, when it first started popping back up.
Yeah, I never played that.
Yeah, it was okay. Wasn't
I heard Impossible Layer was good.
I didn't play that one.
That, like, Donkey Kong Country style 2D platformer. I heard that was really good.
Really good reviews, whatever year that came out. Yeah. Anyways. Looking forward to the future of whatever these 3D platformers are. Whatever's going on there. Or Crash. That's what we need. Make a new Crash Team Racing. Crash Team Racing 2 right there for you, Phil. Just take it.
Kart Racer. You know what?
Easy money.
Maybe not even Crash Team Racing. Maybe name it something different.
Yeah,
and have all the characters. Everyone. Spyro, Tony Hawk, Chief, Marcus.
Xbox Kart Racer.
Xbox Kart Racer.
I would love that. I would love that.
Yeah.
Get Doom Guy in there.
Doom Guy in there. Pip-Boy. Yeah.
What a dream. What a dream.
What a dream.
Anyways, this is a video game podcast. If you can tell, I'd like to remind everyone to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdgods. You can also find us on all audio platforms. But Daniel.
Yes.
Been another busy week. World of video games.
Very busy, actually. Not any big hitting stories.
A lot of little ones. A
lot of little stories around here. Yeah. I was like, it was yesterday. I was like, oh man, there's this story and this story. There's so much happening.
Yeah. We gonna start with Yakuza, right?
For me, yes, of course.
Okay. Where is the Yakuza story? Where'd it go? Okay, here we go. We got our first look at Yakuza 8 over at Famitsu, the magazine, Japanese magazine, giving us literal screenshots of the game, showing the game on a screen.
Yeah, it was
taking pictures of it.
We always laugh at somebody's off screen at EA. This is literally what that was.
This is literally what it was. Yeah. You think they were just like, hey, we can't show you the actual game, but you just want to take pictures of my computer right here?
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, Famitsu's a big deal in Japan, and it's odd. Like, were they allowed to do this? I don't know.
They just secretly... There's a guy in a garbage can somewhere. He's just taking pictures.
Like Snake.
Yeah, he's still in there. The guys at Yakuza office are just like, what the fuck? How'd these get out?
But yeah, they showed.
They were showing us returning characters from Yakuza Like a Dragon. You got Ichiban, the other guy, I forget his name. Adachi, and then the last one, Namba. There you go. You got your names down. Anyways, yeah. I'm assuming you're very excited.
Oh yeah. Ichiban has like a ponytail. He doesn't have it's not like a fro.
Is that a permanent change? Do we know?
I don't know, because in the beginning of Like a Dragon, he has a shaved head.
Yeah,
and then when he comes out of prison, he gets a perm.
Yeah, I like the perm. They should keep the perm.
They might bring it back. It might just be like, this is the intro, and then it kicks to like again, and then he just has the perm again.
Okay.
Yeah, the perm's just classic. It's crazy, but it's classic. I'm curious. I'm wondering if this game's coming out next year, because they did not put out anything this year.
Yeah.
I
think there's a chance for this year?
No. I said they didn't put out anything this year.
Yeah.
I think they did that Lost Judgment DLC like the beginning of the year.
Oh, okay.
But that they didn't really put out a full game. They've been putting out a full game every year though, so they've been pumping. They're working on some games. They've been pumping games out. They gotta put something out. So I assume this game will be end of next year.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably around the same time the last one launched next year. What was that, like November 2020?
November-ish.
Right? Yeah, so I can see late next year, right?
Yeah.
I feel like that's a lock almost. I mean, they're pretty consistent with these games.
I'd say anywhere from September to November.
Yeah.
Within that like 3-month window, unless the game is almost done, and in that case, maybe it's the first half of the year.
I'm trying to think. I feel like they were a spring game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe they try to go back to that. Maybe it is earlier than we think. I feel like we would have got more than screenshots of screenshots, though, right?
I mean, this is probably not an official reveal, so we'll probably get an official reveal. Maybe at, like, Gamescom, maybe at Tokyo Game Show.
Tokyo Game Show.
The Keeleys.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does like Yakuza, too, so yeah, that could be there.
Mm-hmm.
But what are you looking forward to your gameplay wise? You think it's going to be the same turn-based combat that they were using? Seemed like they'll stick with that formula.
Well, maybe refine it a little bit, because I think it's a great turn-based system. It's not super in depth. I don't think it needs to be either, but refine it a little bit. Some more party members. They had a pretty decent amount in Like a Dragon. So
how many did you get overall? I'm still in the early stages of the game, so
you get Nanba, Adachi, the girl, Saika, or I forget her name. Then you get 2 other dudes. So you get 5, I think.
5.
Then you get there's a guest one that I was telling you about.
Oh yeah, okay.
That you don't have to get.
More of a secret character type of thing.
Secret character. I think that's all of them.
Yeah. So another 6 altogether.
Yeah. And you have 3 party members, so you could, have a B team. Yeah. I would like a few more maybe. It'd be nice to actually like have the OG characters, if they are in the story, have them in here. I know that they said in this like little bit of information that it's in a new city. It's not in Yokohama, which is not what I expected.
Interesting.
I expected at least this one to be in Yokohama.
Will this be the first time they make a new city then in like a
while?
No,
this is a new city.
Okay.
Yokohama is not the one from the other games.
Gotcha.
It's a different city.
Oh, so the one in Like a Dragon was a new city?
It's a new city.
Okay.
So they're moving to another new city, but I don't know if that means you bounce back and forth. Because Yakuza loves to bounce back and forth between cities, but there is one. Kamurocho is the main city. And then Yokohama is the main city of this game. So, yeah, I don't know. I just need more information, really. Very excited.
Yeah, I'm very excited too. I got to beat the first one, but now I have a date, or not a date, but a goal. I try to beat it before the end of next year, right? I try to get through that. That way I can play this one at launch with you. That'll be cool. Another big game for 2023, man. 2023 is looking like quite the year for video games.
If this is coming out next year, then this is probably my most anticipated game.
You think so?
Yeah.
Really? There's so much, man. I don't know. Damn, really? Jedi Fallen Order?
Know.
No?
I know.
Yeah,
I
really?
know. I know. There's too much.
I'm trying to think. Final Fantasy 7 Part 2, maybe?
Final Fantasy 7 Part 2. You got Breath of the Wild 2. It's like
Breath of the Wild 2.
I know.
I mean, it is.
Starfield.
Hellblade 2. There's a lot. Next year. It's gonna be a great year. Can't wait. Spider-Man 2?
Too much. Spider-Man 2 is supposed to be next year.
Yeah, it is. All right. Well, we'll see what else 2023 has for us soon enough. Next up, then. Oh, God. My mouth is freaking out. Okay, never mind. According to Deadline, Grounded might be getting a TV show. The TV show reportedly follows the same base story about 4 kids who discover shrinking technology and having to survive their backyard the summer before high school starts. Let's stop there for a second. Daniel, that do anything for you?
Oh, yeah, it does. Yeah. I love it. I love this.
It sounds cool to me.
It's so... I think... correct me if I'm wrong, if there was more into the story. It's animated, right?
I don't know. I did not see that.
I think I saw animated.
Okay.
Somewhere.
That'd
like
cool
whether
too.
I think it might have been something Sarah Bond had talked about.
Who's Sarah Bond?
Sorry.
James Bond's wife?
No, Sarah Bond, the Xbox lady. She was a
get
part of the
confused
press
with all these
conference.
people. Oh,
Sarah
okay.
Bond.
Okay, gotcha.
She's been a part of the press conference and stuff. She is Phil Spencer's. They are grooming her to be Phil Spencer's.
Oh, are they? Okay.
She will be the next top of Xbox. 100%.
She will. Really interesting.
100%.
Yeah, Phil can't be lasting too much longer, I guess.
He will, because he has a lot he wants to do, but she will be the next. But she was saying that I think it's animated, so that's really cool. Like, this premise it's so fun. I love kids stuff and like, high school stuff, and then you get like these kids going into this cool environment, and you could do a lot with being shrunk down. Like, I'm not a survival game fan, but the game was pretty fun when I played. I love the little things you get, like there's like a toy that's like broken down, his head's off, and that's just a thing you go to. It's like a landmark, but it's just a toy. It's just super fun. It's very the Toy Story thing of just what the world's like when you're small.
Sure.
Yeah.
Making ordinary objects big around you type
yeah.
Thing. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, I'm into this too. I like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
You guys want to make that a TV show? I'm down. That sounds fun.
Just get a good
I
voice
like this
cast.
premise too. A bunch of kids before high school starts, going through that weird angsty teenager phase.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And there's some like weird sciencey stuff. I didn't continue with the grounded storyline, but there's some like science stuff there with like the dad or someone in the family using this tech and stuff like that. But
one of the kids like a scientist or something?
No, one of the adults.
Oh, okay.
Was like a scientist. No, the kids just got shrunk down. But yeah, the real question is the spiders. Are they gonna have the arachnophobia mode or whatever?
They're gonna have to put a warning before each episode starts, like, watch out if you're scared of spiders because they're in this.
Yeah,
I feel like you gotta have a shit ton of spiders then.
Is this going to be like a rated R thing where they're butchering the ants and you putting the ant armor on? Because you do that. You kill beetles and ants and you're just ripping that. You putting the stuff on.
Don't they do that literal thing in Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
I don't remember specific details.
No, they make friends with that one ant, don't they? And then they like ride it. This is all I want now.
You do not do that in the ground. You're killing ants.
You gotta murder those ants. Yeah.
There's the bombardier one that just like sprays acid at you.
Some other news that came out with it then. The cinematic director of Halo 4 and 5 is attached to direct the whole series. And then one of the writers from the Clone Wars, which I know me and you are a big fan of, is attached to write this. So I guess that would make a lot of sense that it's animated then.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. You're right. One of the writers of Clone Wars. Okay.
Yeah, so some interesting people attached to it.
Yeah.
Definitely know what they're doing, especially in the animated space.
Is that other person attached to Microsoft or Xbox still? The Halo
director?
person?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. It seems like he's moving on to TV, so maybe not. I guess he wouldn't be working at 343 anymore, especially if he's going to be doing this, right?
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, looking forward to it.
Sounds more like game.
No
TV.
platform attached to this one yet, so we don't know if it's like Netflix, Amazon, whatever.
Yeah. We're getting a lot of this video game TV stuff.
Oh, they're coming. They're coming. Speaking of video game TV stuff, the first set images for Amazon's Fallout TV show have appeared online. The pictures show off the iconic Super Duper Mart from the Fallout series. And that's really all we got. Just that nice, cool setting.
In the parking lot.
Yeah, I was into this. Looked super Fallout, right? Like, they got the look on point. I don't know how that's going to come across, actually, on TV, right, when you're actually watching it. But the set images looked on point. No images of like the actors or anything yet, but nonetheless, they're
just
gearing up to start filming here.
Just a gray, dusty parking lot.
Yeah, old rusty car, whatnot. Yeah, got it all. I wonder if you know what they need to do? They need to make like a real life Mr. Handy, those flying machines that like have like the razor blades.
It's got to be in. It's got to be.
Yeah, you guys got to make that an actual robot.
Yeah,
because they're gonna have to do that. The hard thing is those things fly, so I don't know. That sounds like it'd be pretty expensive, but
it could just be CG.
It could be CG.
Yeah, set photos are very interesting because they never always look like the final product. There's always a lot of touch up they do, so
on TV,
it's gonna look a little different than this. But it's nice that this show's getting going, right?
Yeah. So I'd assume it probably comes out late next year. That'd be my guess.
Sometime next year.
Filming now, you'd assume they're done filming by the end of this year, then edit it and whatnot. So sometime next year.
I assume we're gonna see some of these actors soon, right? Like, what they look like.
Yeah, it's like the Last of Us show when all those pictures started coming out of Pedro Pascal's Joel and whoever the hell's playing Ellie. We got a shit ton of those pictures over the course of that.
Lady Mormont.
Lady Mormont, yeah, that's what we'll call her. I forget her actual name. Ramsey.
Bella
Ramsey. That's it. There you go. Anyways,
I had to think about it, but she's just Lady Mormont.
Fallout TV show. Can't wait till we get the first trailer of that, just so I know the actual tone of the show and whatnot.
It's got to be a goofy tone.
Yeah, don't make it like
at least a level of goof.
Yeah, you definitely need a level of goof. I want VATS in the show. You know what I mean? Every time you go to kill someone, you just freeze frame.
It needs to look exactly like the percentages,
go into selecting first person shot, and then actually go in on the character, zoom in, click the percentage of which one you want to hit. Yeah, I'm into it.
There might be a joke of that. That would be very funny.
You have to. I'd like it if someone just dies while they're trying to do it. You know, it's like, oh, this is actually a really stupid idea to just sit here and freeze when you're right in front of someone.
How does it freeze the world? I don't understand.
Yeah, who knows, man? VATS technology. Next up, Xbox is getting Discord support starting today for Xbox Insiders program. I know this is like just the voice or whatever, but it's still cool nonetheless. I think you have to like go into the mobile app still and like click which party you want to join, like because there's no dedicated app yet on Xbox, so
it might be ready by the time it's public.
Sure,
I would assume.
You would hope.
This is just Insiders right now, so it's interesting that the PlayStation didn't get the full voice.
There's that whole thing of like PlayStation and Discord joining somehow, and
I think they
happened over there.
They like bought a stake or something. But yeah, they did that whole thing, and it was just like you link your account, which you could already do with a lot of other things.
Yeah. Now it just says what game I'm playing on PlayStation on Discord, and that's really all that's come of that thus far. I'd imagine this is also going to come to PlayStation with that deal at some point.
You assume, but but super cool though. You can actually have the voices there. I mean, that's the most important part. Seeing all of the the text threads is cool. Maybe that will be when you get the app installed in the console or something.
It's just odd you can't join from the Xbox yet. Like you have to go in on mobile and then join, and then you can talk through like you would normal party chat through the controller and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like Discord just has to make a dedicated app for both of these, right?
It might just be a process.
Yeah.
They might just need to figure out how to do more with. Yeah, it might need to be an app and then have it overlay on stuff you do on your screen, so you could see everything instead of having to constantly go back to the app while you're playing something.
Especially with
probably would be too much.
I mean, it's a big deal for crossplay becoming more and more of a thing between consoles and PC and stuff like that, and you're gonna want to talk to everyone in your party and stuff. So
people don't want to use Activision's voice overlay for
can you
crossplay.
Do that? I forgot you could do that.
Yeah, we did that before. People don't want to use that. People want to use Discord. That's what they want to use. So getting full crossplay. Yeah, you're right. This is a good step towards that.
Yeah, I feel like Discord's just gonna have to become the dedicated party chat app for every system and PC at some point.
It should. It should. Yeah.
Definitely. But yeah, cool. Looking forward to it.
Mm-hmm.
Next up, then, PlayStation is acquiring Repeat GG. And then from IGN, to explain to you what Repeat GG is, it is one of the biggest esports tournament platforms in the world, and it helps users compete for cash prizes across online games. So there you go.
Cool.
PlayStation getting bigger into esports and tournaments and whatnot. I know
yeah.
Didn't they buy that fighting game thing
Evo
not too long ago? Yeah, Evo. So yeah, they're getting more and more into this type of stuff.
Yeah, this might have some Evo incorporation, I would assume.
Mm-hmm.
They might try to kind of meld kind of everything kind of under a banner. Yeah, they're definitely going in on the fighting game scene, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, weird because they don't make a dedicated fighting game. Like it's not like PlayStation Studios themselves don't even make a fighting game. So I guess they're just teaming up with other ones. I guess Street Fighter will obviously be a big one, and then maybe they do some deal with Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. Not like an exclusive deal or anything, but like just something to team up with Evo or whatever. Because I feel like the biggest one at Evo was Smash always, right?
It hasn't been for a couple years now.
It hasn't been for a few. Oh, did they not go?
Yeah, they have not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They started doing I think their own tournament or something, but yeah, Smash has not been there, and it might not continue to be there, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I feel like that really brings down all of Evo then, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all right. Yeah, this isn't the most exciting news to me, but sure people are interested nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's an interesting story. I think we still have yet to really know what Sony is doing with a lot of their esports stuff, so they're just kind of announcing things and kind of keeping it status quo, it seems like.
Yeah. So we'll see in the future what they got in store for that. Next up then. Destiny 2 is having a showcase on August 23rd later this year.
Mm-hmm. They had a little trailer with it.
Fresh off the press there, huh?
Oh yeah, this was this morning.
Okay. Cool.
They showed like a little minute trailer of the Witness, and I assume he is like the big bad. It seems like.
Oh, okay. He's the Thanos.
Like, no, he's like Thanos' big bad.
Wow.
Is what they were making him to seem like.
Interesting.
It seems like he might be the one that is maybe controlling all of the darkness. Which is
like
very big
deal to me.
Which is a very big deal in the Destiny world. I might be missing some lore things because I am maybe a little behind and stuff. But they hint at him at the end of Witch Queen. And then if you remember, they announced a few other big DLCs. They're supposed to come within the next year. They got Lightfall, and then I forget what the other one is called. I think Lightfall's the next one. Mist of
Pandaria.
That's right. Mist of Pandaria. The Witness is actually just a panda. So I think that this is going to be an announcement for Lightfall that's going to come out by 6 months after that. So August, it could maybe December at the earliest.
Okay, cool. I was expecting all that.
Witch Queen, I mean, they used to do like 2 big expansions a year. So Witch Queen just came out in March, or was it March or February? And then they've just done updates. So I'm wondering when this will come out. Maybe it'll come out earlier, maybe like September. I'm not sure. Sometime, maybe it could come out this year. Lightfall. I wouldn't be surprised.
No. Okay. Well, that'd be cool. Yeah, more Destiny 2 content for you. That's cool.
Something to look out for, yeah.
Yeah, I ain't got too much to say about it, but yeah, cool.
Give me Destiny 3. That's really
that's what I'm saying. Give me Destiny 3. Give me that PvP Destiny. And then I'll hop back in. Even if they I just feel like if I did try to hop into Destiny, I'd be so behind on everything, like all the lore and whatnot. And it sounds like you can't go back and play those because they're like
they're vaulting.
They're in the Disney vault along with all these other things. So if they open that vault at some point and just somehow let you play through all the content, then maybe I'd go back and try to play through that and see what's up. Try to get into
this. They need to have everything.
Yeah.
D1 to D2, they need to eventually have everything. Locking any content out is not good.
Yeah.
You should be able to play everything back to back, right? Whether that's one executable, one thing you log into or not. I'm thinking of it more of a Hitman 3 type of thing where they had all 3 Hitman in one thing. Whether it's like that or it's 2 different installs or whatever. I don't know. They need to figure out how to keep that content going and not vaulting content. They're trying to keep the size.
So that's the only thing holding me back. I'm so interested in the lore of this franchise and stuff like that I'd love to go in and play through everything and try to catch up on myself. But
go to youtube.com/mynameisbife.
He got everything for you.
Master of Lore. He has a huge long, I think it's 4-hour video of lore, and he catches you up to most of D2. and then you'd kind of have to look up into like some of the specific expansions into D2.
Sure.
But go look up My Name is Bife if you're interested in the lore. He does lore videos every week, like I think 2 a week.
Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. I would like to just play it though. You know, you get more attached.
True. I mean, you could just play and then the content you've missed maybe catch up that way.
Yeah, that'd be cool too. But yeah, nonetheless, we're Destiny 2 coming at you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I throw it in here real quick. The deal has gone through, so they are officially a PlayStation studio.
Sure. Yeah. When did that go through? Last week sometime?
No, it was just a few days ago.
A few days ago. Okay, cool.
The official. I think it might have been Monday. The official.
That went quick, huh?
Yeah.
Because when was that first announced? Like March, maybe?
It was. Yeah, it was early in the year. Maybe even February. It was early.
February. Yeah. Haven't gotten an acquisition in a second. Everything's real. Or like a big one at least. Everything's real quiet right now. So.
Please stop.
It's somewhere lurking around the corner.
There's gonna be, because Keeley was saying there was gonna be big ones that he knew about.
Yeah, that's true. I wonder if he just heard about that Square Enix PlayStation one though as well.
Yeah, I think Keeley knows more than most people.
Probably. Next up, the first batch of Mario Strikers DLC is out now, and you can play as Daisy and Shy Guy.
Cool.
Yeah, there you go. You ever think about picking this up?
I do, because I think about picking up tennis and golf. I just haven't.
Oh, you haven't picked up either of those?
No, and I was so excited for golf last year.
Yeah, I bought tennis. It was okay, and then I skipped out on golf as well. I would just love all these to be like really good, you know? I feel like if they could get back to that like N64 era where the sports games were like top fucking notch, then I'd be all about it. But
you just need more content.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they're not bad, but it just seems like kind of like they're just putting these out, you know, just to have it there, you know. And I know they sell well and whatnot, and they're probably really fun for family games and stuff. But yeah, never getting too into them this generation.
Give me like a bundle, and I'll buy them all in a big bundle.
See, that'd be cool. Give me like a Wii Sports bundle of that.
Yeah, like a Mario Sports bundle, and I'll purchase it that way.
That'd be fun. Next up, then, a new Alien game is in the works from developer Survivors. This will be a single-player game available on PC and consoles, and it'll also be VR compatible. So there you go. I was looking into these developers a little bit. They've only made VR games thus far, so
okay.
They are VR studios.
I think it's actually Survios or something.
Yeah, it is something weird. I read Survivors, but it is. They have a weird name. Letters off Survivors, so
yeah,
whatever it is.
But yeah, they said it is a single-player game, which is key. That is
key. Yeah,
that is key.
Yeah, I wonder if it'll be more of a VR game than it will just a regular. But they did put consoles and PC up front, so I'm guessing they're just doing the whole. It's going to be on both type of thing. Hopefully, it's more of a. I prefer these VR games to be more of regular games than VR centric, you know, and then just have VR as a side thing, right?
Like Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 7.
Exactly. Like yeah, like as long if it works in VR, cool. But like I don't need a straight up VR game where it's just that.
I'm with you. I think that there is just room for VR games just to be VR games, and then if you want to have a mode, that's fine, but let it be the game still. Yeah, I love Aliens, so give me more in that universe. There's a lot you could do. I don't know if this is a horror game or not.
I mean, Aliens, right? They're all horror.
There's some level of horror.
Yeah.
I know that people want Isolation 2.
That's what I'm thinking. I want that.
This is not the same dev, so this won't be, but maybe it could be something in that vein. More.
That would be terrifying
Alien 1
in VR.
Right? Yeah.
Waiting for that alien to come get you, because that thing was scary. But yeah, I never beat that game, but I did really like that game. So if it's more akin to that than other Alien games, I'm in for it. There's a lot of Alien games, huh? Like people really go in on this property because there's that top-down one coming out soon, right?
Yeah, we just got that announcement for the top-down one. We got Fireteam Elite last year, which I had a fun time with that game.
More Alien games than there are movies at this point.
Yeah,
there probably are.
Especially older ones
too. Pretty much the movies doesn't sound like. I don't even think there's one in the works right now.
Yeah, I didn't see the last one.
The last one,
Covenant or whatever.
That was one of the better ones of like the recent era of Alien movies. Yeah, from what I remember.
Yeah, maybe we need to like find someone that loves the franchise to make a new one.
Yeah, it'll pop back up within the next decade, pretty much guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just like Halloween, Halloween ends. It's gonna end this
Evil
this next
dies
one.
tonight.
Evil's gonna die that night. Okay, might not have died in the last one, but it's gonna die at some point. Damn it!
No, he didn't die. Remember, he stood up and he killed everyone.
They were so on the Evil dies tonight too.
I love it. I love the scene of him in the hospital or whatever, and everyone's just yelling "Evil dies tonight." I loved it so much. What an insane movie. That second movie's insane. I loved it. It sucks, but it's insane.
Give me a good Halloween game already.
Do you want to be Michael or you want to be fighting Michael?
Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna make it some like asymmetrical multiplayer thing, and like I don't give me a single player game where you're playing as Michael and you just.
He's in Dead by Daylight, isn't
he? Let me play through. Yeah, I think he is. Yeah. And the Demogorgon. But let me just play through a day in Mike Myers' life. You wake up, take a shower or whatever, brush your teeth with the mask on.
Yeah, that 100%. He
has the mask on all the time, man. Take a nice shower with that, man.
So that jumpsuit. So was he like a mechanic? So you gonna go to your mechanic job?
Didn't he steal it from a mechanic in the first movie?
Well, he's gonna go take his job.
Oh, okay. He works on cars. You think Mike Myers knows a lot about cars? Mm-hmm. I don't know. He was in prison since he was like
Michael. No, Mike Myers different.
Don't call him Mike. Yeah, that's right. He's an actor.
That's an actor.
That's an actor. Next up, Charles Boyd, the former creative director of The Old Republic, Star Wars: The Old Republic, is leaving Bioware after 16 years with the company.
Yeah, interesting story. I put that in here mostly for you. I don't know if you know much about his history at Bioware or anything.
I don't.
If he wrote for any of the old stuff, but I know that he was big into the Old Republic, which is very popular MMO. Guess he's just moving on, which I don't think is like very scary or anything. Like he's probably just moving on.
At this point, I gotta imagine most of the people that are longtime veterans of Bioware have moved on, right? Like we know the big names have, your Casey Hudson, Drew Carpathian, all those guys. They've all been long gone for a little while now, so. Yeah, just another one. Like I said, I've talked about this before, but Bioware just needs to hire people that grew up playing and loving their games, right? And then continue on their legacy. Cause,
what Bethesda's doing.
Yeah, exactly. And Bethesda's very good at hiring people from their modding community and stuff like that. People that are giant fans of their games. They tend to bring on board and have even worked on their games through modding and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's what Bioware needs to start looking into, man, because they've been off their game for quite a while now, pretty much all last gen, so...
yeah, I know there's some defenders for Andromeda, but it had its issues for sure.
Yeah,
and even Inquisition. I know that Sloan really likes Inquisition. I know that some people really do, but that was a troubled development as well. Like,
yeah,
they've.
I mean, that game won Game of the Year. If you remember,
right. You're right. Yeah. It did. Like I think they've had. I think people are a little too hard on Bioware overall, even though I think that they've made a bunch of missteps.
It's just Anthem brought them so far.
I think Anthem really brought them down a lot. But we'll see where they're going to go in the future. They have Dragon Age, which is probably within the next 2 years, and you have Mass Effect, which is probably in the next 3 years or so, maybe 4.
Yeah.
Hopefully that those two games bring them back to the glory.
Yeah, I hope so, man. They certainly need it. So
we need a healthy Bioware. The industry needs a healthy Bioware.
For sure. Yeah, or just someone to take their place. I know there's so many of these other developers popping up from, or we're going to talk about later, but just veterans of the industry, just making new studios and stuff like that.
All of them.
Yeah, someone just needs to take that Bioware formula and really go forward with it.
They were the kings of Western RPGs.
Yeah, they really were, man.
It was Bioware. They were the kings.
Long live the king. Next up, Platinum Games is working on multiple unannounced projects, including larger and smaller scale games, and one that the developer plans to self-publish. This news also comes with the announcement that the developer has hired a new vice president for the company. Daniel,
from Nintendo.
Games. From Nintendo, is that where he's from?
Mm-hmm. He worked at Nintendo for like over 20 years or something.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I always thought it would have been a good idea for Nintendo to buy Platinum.
I mean, they really got a few games out of them already. They got both Bayonetta 2 and 3. They've gotten Astral Chain.
Yeah.
And I think that's it right now. But I mean, the thing about Platinum is they're just a gun for hire. They're working for everyone. They're working for Square. They're working for. They were working with Xbox. But then that game went through. But they still kind of want to. It seems like They're working for Nintendo. Like they kind of just are working with everyone. It seems like they do a lot of licensed games. So I don't necessarily know that they want to be bought. I know that Tencent put some money into them recently.
Yeah, was that recent?
Yeah. Yeah. Which kind of sucks, but yeah, this seems to be that they are moving in a new direction. There's a lot of little more tidbit stuff with this story here.
See, because this almost sounded to me like they're going back a little bit, like because they used to make a lot of smaller scale games. You know, the Transformers game, Legend of Korra, stuff like that. I know those weren't the most well received games, but they were smaller games that they were just teaming up with random publishers here and there to make these. So it almost sounded like they were going back towards that. Because correct me if I'm wrong, but they haven't put out like a smaller licensed game like that in quite a while.
Yeah, not a licensed game, no. But I don't know about scaling back is necessarily what they're doing because like it seems like they're ramping up and they want to hire. I think they in this same story they want to hire. No, yeah, I understood what you mean though. Okay. I think they want to hire like 1,000 people. Is in that story is what I saw, which is they want to be massive. They want to have multiple teams working on multiple games, which they already have 2 main teams. They probably want a team. They can only stretch Kamiya so thin. He can only do so much. Like he's been working on Bayonetta 3, and then he'll move on to a new project after, maybe something else. But they maybe want to continue with a Nier game, a sequel to that. So that's 2 teams there. Like maybe they want to do some licensed stuff. So like they're definitely going to try to ramp up, and it seems like they want to maybe put out games more frequently.
Mm-hmm.
Is kind of what I'm getting from this story. So
what do you think about this one they want to self-publish? Because I'd imagine that would be a bigger one for them, no? Like you'd figure they'd want to go all in on that one, right?
And that might be Kamiya's next game. Mm-hmm. Maybe him moving from Bayonetta 3 to
would they do that with Nier, you think, or would that always be under Square Enix?
I think Square owns the IP, so it would have to be. And then where's like Yoko Taro would have to be in that as well. Mm-hmm. Like he's the big creative director for that, so it would probably be a new IP, I would assume. Try to get more new IP out there. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that could be scale-bound. Just throw it out there. I don't know.
That'd be cool. Bring that back.
Yeah.
He said he wants into that before it came out, right? Like
they talked about for that. They did that interview where they were like, "Oh, Xbox, hit us up.
Come on, we want to throw some money."
Yeah, we'll do it again. We'll try it. So we'll see.
Yeah. Hopefully Bayonetta 3 hits big for them. They could certainly use it, I think, at this point. What was their... I think we talked about this a little bit last week. What was their last game before this? Was it Astral Chain? Like,
yeah,
was it that
I think
far
Astral
back?
Chain
there hasn't been anything in between there?
Astral Chain was 2019, which was the other team, I think. Then they did... Nier. It was in 2017. What else have they done? I can't think of what else they've done. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So yeah, I mean their output has been really.
I guess there's the Nier Replicant last year, but like I don't know if they did the remastering for that.
Yeah, that was more on the lines of remake too, right? So
yeah, remake-ish. Yeah,
they probably had to touch.
Maybe Square did it. Maybe just Square. I don't know.
Yeah, could be. All right, cool. Well, looking forward to Bayonetta 3 this year. So.
Oh yeah.
Next up then. No More Heroes 3 is coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC on October 11th. There you go. Nice little getting out of Nintendo's grasp there. Mm-hmm. No More Heroes, Travis.
It would have been cool to see like a trilogy bundle. Like, here's Travis's story.
Yeah, because I don't think you can play... Can you play 2 on...
I don't think 1 or 2 consoles? Or anywhere else.
Well, yeah. I know 1 was on PS3 360. Right? Wasn't 1... I think 1 got ported at some point. I swear I've seen like a PS3. I can like picture the PS3 cover in my head for 1.
It could be. It could be. I thought they were just
1 got ported at some point, but I don't think you can play 2 anywhere. So, yeah, a bundle would be cool for that. I do own them both on Switch now, though. But nonetheless, this is cool. I haven't played No More Heroes 3 yet. I still want to check it out at some point. So, maybe I'll just wait for this version. Check it out there.
I would like to just play the whole trilogy.
Yeah, they're good.
So that's why. Yeah, it seems like a fun, goofy series. Like Suda's just really goofy. So. I feel like I would like the series a lot.
Yeah, they're fun. I need to check out 3 at some point because I am fond of that first game quite a bit. So, next up then, Legendary game developer John Romero, who helped make games like Doom and Quake and many more, is hiring for a new FPS game at his new studio, Romero Games. Bum, bum, bum. This is cool. This is
a legend, dude. Come on. John Romero, man. I'm so excited for whatever this game is. Hopefully we see it sooner than later. I know it's new and we probably won't, but we talked about this earlier. There's so many X people making new studios, and it's so exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to talk about another one right after this, but, you got this guy, the guy that directed Witcher 3, Dan Houser, got his own studio now. There's just so many.
I mean, it's so many, yeah.
Yeah, it's endless. I mean, even like Crystal Protocol and that team, it's, there's just so many new studios popping up. It makes me think, man, like, how thin are these developers being stretched out now, Like, there's only so many to go around, and then you have, all the big developers that we're used to, over at PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, all that. It's just like, man, how many? There's got to be a lot of game developers in the world.
I think there are, and a lot of them they're just constantly hiring, and I think there's just constantly new teams like coming up, and like a lot of these people are like, oh yeah, I want to work for a smaller person, but then they see this veteran, it's like, yeah, why would I not want to work for John Romero, right?
Yeah.
Like he's a legend, instead of just going to a AAA studio.
That's what I'm wondering. Is like, how many of these turn into big AAA studios? You know what I mean? It seems like that's where the Callisto Protocol team is going, right? Like Callisto Protocol certainly looks like a AAA game at this point.
I think that's the key, is that like Unreal Engine 5 will make has the potential to make indies look incredible,
really good.
The engine seems to be very strong. So I think we're going to be in a new era of small teams making big things.
Yeah, I can see that too. Almost like a double A sized team, but they could put out big quality AAA games, right?
I mean, the first one that comes to my head, like immediately, that I'm thinking about is Hellblade 1.
Yeah,
with
look at them.
With Ninja Theory, because they had a small budget, smaller scope game, but they made it work, and it's incredibly high quality, right?
Yeah. And now, I mean, I think we're expecting Hellblade 2 to be a full AAA game at this point, right? Like a much longer than the first one I'd be expecting.
At least somewhat.
That's a good call there. I mean, they did put out other stuff too, like what was that weird game they put out at the end of 360 gen? Was it Odyssey to the West or whatever, right?
Oh yeah.
And they made that Devil May Cry game too as well. So I guess, but yeah, nonetheless, I know what you're saying with a smaller scale game turning into a bigger one. But yeah, this is exciting. More Doom likes, I guess, maybe, unless he plays.
Give me more crazy FPSs.
Yeah, I'm always down for more Doom. I played the demo for Metal Slinger, I think it was called, or is it?
Oh yeah. What's the name of that game? Metal something Hellslinger.
Hellslinger, yeah, something like. I think there's like a sub name, whatever it is. Yeah, with that. But whatever, that game, very cool.
A rhythm game?
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to that game. Yeah, it comes out like mid-September. But yeah.
How did it feel?
It felt great.
I might play that too.
That was my main point. Yeah, it felt great. So yeah, it reminded me very Doom-like. So
okay,
keeping an eye
I might need to check that out.
Yeah, it comes out like mid-September, so keeping an eye on that for sure. Next up, Bruce Straley. Is that how you pronounce it? Straley. One of the directors behind Uncharted 2, 4, and The Last of Us, is opening a new studio called Wildflower Interactive. The studio is now hiring. Bum, bum, bum. Daniel, here's another one. All right.
Yeah, like speaking of, this is really cool. Like watching because like with Romero, he put out a big picture and a hiring thing, and with Straley's thing, he kind of put out a little video. Yeah. I don't know if you actually watched that.
I did.
I really like that. He came out and was like, I didn't even know if he wanted to return. He might just maybe move to a different industry or something, or do something else that isn't just making games. And he found a way to do it, and I guess he's been working on something with this team. It seems like, and very exciting. Like Bruce Straley, people really only think of Neil, but it wasn't just Neil.
No, I mean this is a Naughty Dog mainstead too. Like he was an art director on the Jack games, all three of them, I think, and then he moved on. He did something on Uncharted 1. Then co-director on Uncharted 2, Uncharted 4, co-director on The Last of Us. So this guy, I mean, he should be. I think he doesn't like the limelight quite as much as Neil. So I think he kind of stayed back more. Yeah, but he should be praised just as much as Neil, really.
Mm-hmm. Like, this is a big deal. Like, whatever this game is, keep an eye out in Wildflower.
Yeah,
Interactive.
I mean, he was saying too in that video, it was something he's never seen before in games. Which, you know, who knows if that's going to come to fruition by the time this game actually comes out. But nonetheless, he made it sound very exciting with what he was talking about. So, yeah, I wonder if this will be more of a smaller scale project, more.
I think so.
Yeah, indie like and
smaller team.
He didn't mention his publisher, but he did say he had one that they were working with. Someone's backing him already, so no idea who that is.
Annapurna.
Annapurna, you think? Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they do hop on that stuff, Annapurna. Yeah, Annapurna, I don't know how they pick their games, but man, they're good at it.
I mean, Bruce Straley's like, you want to pick up my game? Like, yes, yeah. I do.
Annapurna will be a good call, so.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Maybe he could, like, I'll try out Game Pass or something. I don't know.
Yeah, depends how big of a game it is. Although Xbox does seem much more willing to go with a smaller scale game. Like they just published As Dusk Falls. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But you know, you don't really see PlayStation doing smaller games like that, publishing.
They do that thing where it's like we're doing one every 15 minutes. We're announcing a game. They do it for like a whole day. They do stuff like that.
Yeah, but like actually publishing a game. You know what I mean? Like having the PlayStation brand on a game. You know what I mean? Like, you know, neither's Nintendo really. They don't really publish smaller things, you know. It's,
Xbox has their small brand ID at Xbox. That's what they do, all that.
Yeah, I mean, you're interesting to see them actually publish something. You know, it's a smaller scale game, and then you know, I know coming from a bigger studio, but Pentiment as well is also going to be a smaller scale thing. So you know, it's cool to see Xbox doing stuff like that. It'd be nice to see the other two get involved in making those type of decisions.
Definitely. I mean, I always want to support the small indies. Always. That's they are what really pushes the industry in a creative way forward.
I mean, I was looking at like the games I played this year as far as like new games, and I'm like, man, indies are just carrying me through this year. Like,
they did last year.
There's a couple big AAA games, yeah, last year too, especially. So it's just, indies have been carrying this industry throughout the whole pandemic, really.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
But yeah, looking forward to this. I'm assuming this will be a story-heavy game with his writing credentials and his directing chops and stuff like that. So looking forward to it. You know, I mean, Uncharted 2, 4, and The Last of Us, some of my favorite stories in game. So
now that I'm thinking about it, the name of their studio is Wildflower Interactive. What if this is some sort of Life is Strange-esque, more narrative?
I would love that
game, right?
Go for it, yeah.
What if it's more something like that, or like a What Remains of Edith Finch, where you're maybe doing some gameplay stuff, but it is still pretty narrative. It's a story.
Yeah, I wonder how big a part of he is of the big set pieces that come in The Last of Us and Uncharted and stuff like that. Maybe he really loves that type of stuff too. So you know, who knows? But yeah, looking forward to this. I wonder if he's been talking to Neil at all. Like if they, you know, I'm sure they're friends. I wonder if
I assume so.
Any collaboration going on, stuff like that. Yeah.
Or maybe Amy.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, she's at a smaller studio now too. So.
Oh no, she's at a big studio. But
is that big?
Yeah, I mean, Skydance has a lot of money.
Yeah,
that's why I say that. I mean, who knows the size of her studio, but there's a lot of money in that studio.
Definitely. Okay, cool. Next up then, Dragon Ball: The Breakers releases on October 14th. This fresh off the press as well. Was this that weird looking one?
I was gonna say, do you remember this game?
Yeah, I like barely remember the trailer for this.
This is the Dead by Daylight like game where you're playing as like one of the villains and you're killing. You're like trying to kill everyone.
You're trying to kill all the good guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's an interesting game. October.
Sloan wants to play this game. It's his favorite.
Does he?
Franchise.
Is it a multiplayer game? Maybe I'll play it with him.
It is. Yeah. It's. I think it's 7 and I think there's 8 people. I think it's 7 people and then there's the villain. I know he's kind of excited. It might be more of a joke, but this is his favorite.
He's
favorite
just a big
franchise.
Fan, right?
Yeah. So, I'm just curious with how good this game is actually going to be.
It's not. But no, yeah, more Dragon Ball games. I feel like they release one every year at this point, so it's just like, okay, cool.
Close enough.
Yeah, close enough, man. It's just these Dragon Ball. I know. What is it? What's the one with an X? I wanted to call
Xenoverse.
Xenoverse. I was gonna say Xenoblade. But no, I know Xenoverse 3 got leaked or something in like one of these.
But that was a part of that leak that doesn't seem real.
Oh, okay. Was it? Okay.
Yeah. Because there was the DLC.
Although I could see that game being real, right? Pretty easily.
Yes, of course. Yeah. I feel like we wouldn't get that. They would go with Dragon Ball Fight. I guess Dragon Ball Fighters sequel. That's what I would
see. I would
first.
like that. That was probably the only Dragon Ball game I've ever actually liked was Fighter. So
I like some of those like early like.
I'd want a Game Boy that was all right.
Yeah, there was like a few 3D ones that I liked back in the day, but I'm with you.
Okay, cool. Our last news story then. Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora has been delayed until 2023/2024, Ubisoft's fiscal year. So, was that April through the next April, right?
Yes, I would assume it's next April to
next April.
2024's April.
The April after that, yeah. Okay. Well, here it is. This was one of the last ones I was waiting for. Were we going to get a release date for this, or was it going to get delayed? And it's delayed.
It's a pretty big delay.
Yeah.
Like that
I think it just doesn't feel that big, yeah, because they haven't shown that much, right? And but it's unfortunate for them because they are gonna miss that movie hype, right? Of people going to see the new Avatar movie, getting all hyped, and going out buying the game. So they are gonna completely miss that window. It sounds like.
Maybe try to get it at April.
Yeah.
At the earliest, try to get it as early as you can. But like, they don't crunch these developers and stuff. Just get it out when you can, I guess. I mean, he is making multiple games, so maybe they could wait all the way till April of 2024, and then maybe that would be Avatar 3, potentially.
Oh, is that supposed to come out the next year already?
Well, that would be 2 years.
Okay, 2 years. So
right? It would be the end of 2024. I don't know. He's making them all at the same time.
Let me look.
Yeah, he's making them all at the same time. I'm not too sure, but I was just thinking in my head maybe that is how you could line up.
Because that would make sense, right? And they delayed the whole fiscal year, so I don't know if the third Avatar movie is the next year. Then I would almost assume that they wait that long.
Why not 2 years? I mean, that seems like a pretty decent for the
2024 is Avatar 3.
It is 2024. See,
yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, you could. Yeah,
just push it all the way to 2024.
Yeah, and maybe they will. I would hope it's not like that far out. I don't know. I read Jeff Grubb's tweet saying that the game looks very pretty, but the combat is in rough shape, or just gameplay in general is in very rough shape. So, yeah,
I wonder if
like
they're going to switch to
delay.
What if they switch to third?
That'd be cool. You might as well.
That's what they do.
Do the Fallout thing where you can do both.
Yeah, we just don't get that a lot,
I think that's just really.
That's a Bethesda thing.
Yeah, it's hard to make that good, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, this kind of sucks. I was looking forward to this game. I don't know if it's just.
I want to see more.
Yeah, we need to know what it is because if it's just Far Cry with Avatar skin, that sounds cool to me.
Cool, sounds fun.
Like
in a crazy alien world, yeah.
Yeah, go around flying a weird little thing.
I want to see like, what is the name of the race? Again, do you remember the name of the race?
People, Smurfs.
Yeah, the blue people. I want to see a Smurf version of Voss. Like,
sure.
Do you want me to tell you the definition of insanity?
Yeah. Papa Smurf
but he's just
tells you that.
He's just a Smurf.
Okay, but yeah, hopefully it is just Far Cry, the Avatar skin.
We don't know, I guess. I mean, it could just be more along the lines of The Division.
This sucks too because this will delay the Star Wars game, right?
Yeah.
I kind of want more than the Avatar game.
2025.
Yeah, it might be even further than that at this point.
Might be 2026.
Yeah. That's a ways out. Yeah. But yeah,
unless they have
Massive
2 teams.
Got their play full, so.
Unless they have 2 teams.
I'm sure they do. I think Massive is one of Ubisoft's bigger studios at this point, so.
Probably.
Yeah. All right. Well, Avatar. Sorry. 2022 dreams are crushed. Last one I'm waiting on is Hogwarts now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else slated. No, not really. I think it's just Hogwarts.
Not big stuff, yeah.
Not too big, yeah. So we'll see if that one makes it. You think we get gameplay at this Ubisoft Forward event then in September?
I still think they show something. They have to show something
of it, yeah. Especially if it is earlier next year, right? Then
I thought this would be the blowout, and it makes me seem like it's not now. So maybe the Assassin's Creed thing is the blowout. Maybe because it probably is next year. I assume it's next year.
Yeah, you think Infinity's next year?
Yeah, I assume there's an Assassin's Creed next year. It's been.
I just hope that smaller scale one is true. Like the rumor of that one. I just hope that's a real thing.
I mean, Valhalla came out in 2020, end of 2020, and then they did the DLCs last year.
Yeah.
Or a DLC last year, I think, right? And then there was something this year.
Like I think there was a deal. There might have been a DLC this year even.
There was, yeah. There was like it was like a some sort of Ragnarok thing, I think. And then there was like a big DLC last year, but like they usually been doing every 2 years, so I assume in whatever the next big one is, it's next year.
Yeah. I just want that smaller scale one. Just give me one last hurrah.
I hope that exists.
Of the old Assassin's Creed games before we move on to this giant live service one. So we can all shut up.
Or we don't move on to the giant live service.
Yeah, or we just cancel that one. Make this smaller scale one. And then just shut up on Assassin's Creed for like a decade. I'd be okay with that. Can we just stop Assassin's Creed for a little while?
Yeah.
They took that break before... what was the Egypt one? Origins. There was a good break before that, and that felt nice, but it wasn't long enough.
Yeah, I agree.
They'll kill off Splinter Cell, but they won't, put
Assassin's
Creed down for a year.
They'll take Sam Fisher out back,
shoot him in the head, but God forbid Assassin's Creed stops.
Bring
they
Ezio
do sell
back.
really well, so I understand. Yeah, that'd be cool. Bring him back from the dead. Let's bring him to the future timeline.
Like it'd be cool to have a character returning. Like I remember hearing on Kind of Funny about Greg talking to Cassandra being maybe a character that they continue with or something. That there was some like narrative thing with her in one of the DLCs because they did that crossover DLC. Like I would like to see a character continue because we really haven't gotten a character being more than multiple games or anything. It's just Ezio.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Cassandra was a cool character from what little I played of Odyssey.
I played a good amount of Odyssey, but it was just that game's already too much.
She was the best part, so
yeah, she was definitely the best part. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, cool. That'll do it for the news. We'll now move on to what we've been playing. Daniel, what have you been playing?
So I have finished the next palace in Persona 5. Thank you. I finished Haru's.
That's not the last one.
No, it was Haru's palace. So there's still that guy I was telling you about last week. I don't know if he has a palace or not. I think Andrew in our Discord was saying that there were 7 palaces, so I think I finished 5. So I think there might be one to get the other guy, and then a final palace to like beat the game.
Okay,
that's what I'm assuming.
You're getting there.
Haru's palace is pretty short overall, but yeah, I'm getting there. But there were 2 games that came out this week that I want to play. I've been bouncing between Persona new stuff. But yeah, I can wait for As Dusk Falls if you'd like. If you have other things you want to talk about.
I played a good amount of Escape Academy. I think how many levels did I beat? Probably 6. I think there's 13 in all, so I'm probably like halfway through that game. I like it. Don't love it. It's a fun little puzzle game. I think what I don't like about it is the long levels. Like the levels are long, man. Like you'd be in there for like an hour, especially if you you get like a 30-minute time a time limit of 30 minutes, right? And then a lot of times I'll have to continue, and like they'll keep adding on if you don't beat it in that time limit, right? Like it'll be 5 minutes, then I'll add on 10 minutes, then I'll add on 15, and so on. So I had a 30-minute one I was in once, and it took me a good hour to beat that because I don't know, they get hard. I don't know if it's just usually I'm pretty good at puzzle games, but this one in particular, I don't know, I'm having a lot of trouble with. Like I'm just not figuring stuff out, like I normally
I think it's because you're not playing co-op. Does this feel like it needs to be co-op?
Almost. I feel like having 2 people there to remember stuff, because they will do like callbacks to like, what was this thing that happened in the beginning of the level, type of thing that happened a couple times in different levels. And I think it would help quite a bit if you had a second person there to help you remember.
Yeah.
They also suggest you write things down. I'm not writing shit down, but yeah, I think it would. I think it'd be more fun in co-op, and I also think it would help you get through these puzzles a lot easier in co-op. But I'm having a good time with it nonetheless. It's not the most.
How's the narrative?
Yeah, you can ignore it. It's just there for fun. I appreciate that it's there because it's like, a cool little thing. You're this kid going to an Escape Academy school, and you're like going through, meeting a bunch of different teachers, and they're giving you different puzzles and stuff like that. But it's just there for fun. It's not really an important narrative, and they don't make like drastic story twists and stuff like that. You're not.
Is it not like the teacher's actually trying to kill the students?
It might be like at the end, but for the most part, it's just like, no, you just like meet the teacher, they give you a puzzle, you continue, stuff like that. So it's a cute little game though. It's definitely worth playing, especially on Game Pass.
I was just gonna say it's on Game Pass, so it'd be worth a check out, right?
Yeah, I am exhausted though every time I beat a level. I'm just like, oh my god,
mentally tired.
I feel like I just got out of a math test. I'm like, Jesus, all right, thank God that's done. Yeah, I don't know why though. It's just I'm having a harder time with this one than I do majority of puzzle games. It kind of reminds me of when I was hitting walls in The Witness, where I was just like, oh, okay, god damn it, this is it's like I can do this, but it's just like it's gonna take a lot of brain work here. But yeah, I'm like, I'll probably beat it at some point. I normally just do a level here and there, so been enjoying that. And then yeah, As Dusk Falls, if you want to talk about that.
Yeah. So I'm just about to start chapter 3.
Okay, cool. I've beaten As Dusk Falls, so
That's awesome.
I went hard. Yeah, I was really enjoying it. So and yeah, I started up and I couldn't put it down until I think I got through chapter 4 in one sitting. So
nice.
Yeah.
So please, you tell me. You've played it way more than me.
Yeah, I really like the game. I liked the first half much more than I did the second half. That's for sure. But it's I guess I don't. This game's kind of hard to talk about without spoilers, and I don't want to spoil anything for you and the viewers, so I won't go into it too much. But I think you kind of deal with a lot of the stuff that happened in the first half in the second half, and it just ended up making the first half a lot more interesting to me than the second half.
Okay.
Yeah, but I did like it overall.
I mean, you kind of like when things narratively make stuff you did better, right? Because then you do replay, it would make that better, right?
It was just it was 3 chapters of dealing with the stuff that happened in the first half. I felt like, where it was like, okay, I could have used a chapter of that would have been very cool, but I didn't need a whole
cutting more.
Yeah, I didn't need a whole half the game to be that, and but I still really liked it. It's not like I had a bad time in the second half. It was just I just found the first half way more interesting than I did the second half. But yeah,
does it stick the landing?
There's a part I don't like about the very end, but for the most part, I'd say yeah. Yeah. And I think a lot of people are going to get very different endings in this game, it seems, because you can see the branching off of the timelines at the end of each level and like where it could go and stuff like that, and you're always missing quite a bit. Like there's a whole like 3 scenes that could have happened that you can see in that timeline thing. So it's like, you're going to miss stuff here and there. But for the most part, I felt like mine did stick the ending. I'm curious how... I didn't get a chance to look up on YouTube, like, different endings and stuff like that. I'm curious how much it varies. So that'd be cool to talk to you about that when you get there.
Yeah, see how ours differs. Yeah, because I know it's very, like, Quantum Dream, like, where they show you this scene, this is exactly how you did it, and what percentage of people did it that way. Or if you would have said this one thing, it could have completely changed... the entire outcome of this entire scene.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
is, I think, super cool.
And that's what's like jarring about it, is you see that and it's like, oh, if I made this decision, I would have got like 3 more scenes with this person. It's like, oh, interesting. I wonder what happens there. So they must vary in endings quite a bit. But I think the main one, it looked like the last thing all led to one spot. That's what it looked like in the timeline. So it looks like we all get somewhat at the same very ending, but I'm sure different characters could be alive or dead in certain parts, and that would make it drastically different as well.
It seems very Telltale. Telltale was
super
start here, branch out, and then we're gonna kind of come back. And
you know what I really like about this game more than other games that do this too, like Telltale and like Supermassive games and stuff like that, is that this was just cutscenes where like there's no like walking and like I gotta walk around and pick up this item and observe it and learn about the area I'm in and stuff like that. This is just straight cutscenes, so like the story is just consistently going. It's more like a TV show than really any of these other games have been.
Yeah, I really like the art style. It's a little jarring with like having it.
The transitions are jarring, I think.
The transitions, but then also like having 3D backgrounds mixed with it.
Yeah,
is also. I kind of wish it was more of just. It'd probably be a lot more work, but more just graphic novel only. Like I kind of wish it was just a graphic novel.
There's sometimes where you can like watch like a car drive and like it'll be like a full motion car driving. Yeah. Those look really bad, but like when it's just a still picture, it looks great because the art style is very cool. But yeah, I really like the characters in this game. Very relatable characters. They felt very real. Not extraordinary characters by any means. It's I don't know. They felt very realistic, especially in the first half.
Yeah, I'm liking what I've played so far. I'm still pretty early. The heist seems pretty fun that these 3 boys did. You get into this place and you're robbing a sheriff, but and now they're holding people up, and I don't want to like spoil too much, but
Yeah.
Having how they throw the characters all together seems pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I love every character so far. I like most of them.
No, but like, I definitely didn't love every character. I mean, the one thing I did really like about it is this game made me hate certain characters. You know, characters that like I was into at certain points, but then like you learn more about them and their story and their backstory and stuff like that. And over time, I was just like, oh fuck this guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like he's an asshole, and that was very cool.
Yeah, the particular the middle brother so far has sucked. I don't know if
he looks like
might get better.
Fucking Hayden Christensen. I couldn't stop thinking of that.
Yeah, he sucks so far, but I'm sure that there might be a turn for him, and we'll see. I'm very curious. I liked the third of the game that I've played so far, so I will beat it.
Very cool game. Glad I played through it. Cool of Xbox to publish this game. I know I read sometime this week. I read that their publisher dropped them. I forget what this development studio is called, but their original publisher dropped them at some point, and then Xbox just saw this game and picked them up and helped publish the game and fund it and help them cross the finish line. So yeah, very cool Xbox to do that.
I think it's something Night. I think
something Night.
Something Night. Yeah. But yeah, I like it so far. Have not played Stray.
Me neither.
Stray, like I was like I can't really play both at the same time, so I'm like I already have Game Pass, and I was gonna get Stray on the subscription service. So I was like I'll just beat this game first. I thought this might be a shorter game anyways, so I'll just play this and then I'll go to Stray next. So maybe next week I'll have started Stray.
Yeah,
I don't think any of us have started it, right?
No, I've not started Stray. I think I let you guys make the decision for me. I was like, which one are you guys starting with? And everyone was like, As Dusk Falls, just because it's probably shorter. And I was like, good point. So I went with that one first. But yeah, looking forward to the cat game.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's into this cat game. You go on Reddit right now, all I see is videos of people's cats watching their TV, looking at the cat.
It seems like there's been like a little bit of mixed more reviews with Stray than I thought there would be. I thought this would be way more glowing. But there are people that I don't think that love the game, that like it, but not love it. So I'm curious how I'll like it, you know?
Yeah, doing pretty good overall. I mean,
yeah,
was it 84 on Metacritic right now? So, I mean, that's good. That's actually very good. So, yeah. That's yeah, I do know what you mean though. It seems like a lot of the bigger guys were.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
As Dusk Falls over Stray.
Yeah, it's like IGN I think scored it higher. I think Game Informer scored it higher.
Kind of funny
scored it higher.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
obviously it's two very different games. So
two very different games.
Yeah. So don't read into that too much, but yeah,
definitely.
I'm looking forward to Stray though. Cute little 3D puzzle platformer. I'm into it.
So a thing that threw me off is it not being as much of a platformer as I wanted it to be, and I'm like, that's
it seems like it's more of a puzzle game than a platformer. Yeah,
very disappointing.
Yeah,
I just wanted to jump around as a cat.
I think you still can. There's a meow button. I read that.
I mean, let's go. That's game of the year right there.
Yeah, that's all you need.
It's the game of the year right there.
All right, that all you've been playing
then? Yeah. That's pretty much all I've been playing.
What's your plan the rest of the year here then? That's I mean, we got plenty of time.
Oh man, there are so many games coming out.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many right at the same time. You know, which is unfortunate.
Like, we could take 2 seconds and let me go to my favorite.
Go ahead.
Shout out to Game Informer. With their game release calendar, they keep it updated. Let me pull that up. All right, game release calendar. So where are we at? Let's see. I don't think there was much in August, if I remember correctly.
Give me the big releases, and let's say if we're gonna play them or not. Yeah.
I'll just start at the end of July. So we got Bear and Breakfast, PC only.
So that did get delayed on Switch.
Yes.
Sometime this week. So I'm gonna wait for that Switch version. But I am interested in this game. The more I see of it, the cooler it looks to me. But I will be waiting for that Switch version.
Here's a game for you, because you're a heathen and a pervert. Digimon Survive.
Digimon better theme song than Pokemon.
No, it's not. I told Sloan that, and he was baffled. I'm like, that's what they said. I don't know. No, he didn't. He was baffled that you said that.
He agreed.
No, he didn't.
Sloan agreed.
Then you got Xenoblade Chronicles 3, July 29th. That's like the last big one.
So you picking that up?
Probably not. I haven't played any of them.
Yeah,
But
that's what I'm saying.
it's nice. It's cool this game's coming out. Then that was it for July. We're gonna go to August. 2 Point Campus. I don't know if anybody of us are interested in that, but it's coming out finally, which is coming to Game Pass if you're interested. And pretty much everywhere else, every console and PC. That thing's coming everywhere. You got Cult of the Lamb.
I'm interested in this. I don't know if it's a game for me, but
yeah,
I think this is going to review very highly. Yeah, I think it's going to review very highly, and I like the art style quite a bit, so I'm keeping an eye on that one.
Yeah, again, coming everywhere. If you got the platform, it's probably there. You got Rumbleverse, which is that like wrestling battle royale game.
Oh, okay. I'm sure Sims will be into this one.
I mean, he might. Yeah. That's kind of why I was going to call it out for him. Coming everywhere, except for Switch. August 11th as well, same day. I'll just throw this one out there just because it's here. Spider-Man PC release August 12th.
That'll be huge. That's going to be huge on PC.
Just throwing that out there for anyone. Roller Drome, PlayStation 5, both PlayStations and PC, August 16th.
Yeah,
kind of weird that it's not everywhere.
Yeah, I think PlayStation just made a deal for. I mean, it'll probably be on everywhere in like 6 months or a year or whatever.
This seems like a Switch game.
Yeah. Yeah, but this one I'm very into. This looks cool. I hope it reviews well. But yeah, this is the next big one for me that I'm looking forward to.
Well, the next big one, yeah, this one is one I need to wait for. That one, but the next big one I want to play. I'm really thinking about Curse to Golf, August 18th.
You're into this one, huh?
Which is that 2D golf game where you're in hell trying to like, I forget what the ultimate goal is, but you're in hell trying to get out. You got to
beat Satan in a golf game.
Yeah, which is super fun. Let's see here. Saints Row, of course. I'm playing Saints Row for sure. So this is really the next big one that I want to play.
Yeah, Saints
August,
Row.
23rd.
Yeah, I am not much of a Saints Row guy, so I'm on the fence about this one though. It's coming out at a somewhat of a good time, but yeah, it's I don't know if it reviews super well. Maybe I'll pick it up, but maybe not for me.
No Switch release, which sucks, but hey. Then you got here's another one that I probably want to play. Soul Hackers 2, August 28th or 26th. Sorry, August 26th.
Looking forward to this one.
Yeah, seems cool. Cyberpunk, Persona. Let's see, the Cowabunga collection, which I probably should have put in the news. Finally got a release date of August 30th, end of August.
Okay. There you
coming everywhere, literally everywhere. So
that seems Game awesome. Pass. Pick that one up.
Is it coming to Game Pass?
No, but they should.
Oh yeah, should come to Game Pass. Then we're in September. You got Gollum, Lord of the Rings Gollum, September 1st. Coming everywhere except for Switch.
If you and me want to play through Gollum, let's go for it.
I hope it's good. Because I want more Lord of the Rings games. I hope it's good.
I have no faith in this game. I still think it's weird they're making a Gollum game, but nonetheless.
He's a cool character, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows?
Then September 2nd, Last of Us Part 1.
There you go. Yeah. It's unfortunate. It seems like this game is not going to have any improvements in gameplay wise. This is according to the leaks now. So who knows? We'll see with the leaks. I'm sure there's going to be minor gameplay improvements here and there, but
they're going to touch it up. But
this is seeming more and more like a remaster than it is a remake every day now. So it's very odd. Naughty Dog's not talking about this game at all. They're not talking about the gameplay. It went gold already. There's no like previews or anything. So. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is really becoming a stain on PlayStation's calendar year this year because people are not into this, and it's
only gotten worse over time. Yeah, it's not gotten better over time.
It's unfortunate because there was a way you could have knocked this out of the park, right? Like you almost didn't need to even make this a whole remake. You could have just done a upgraded PS5 version where it's in 60 frames.
Just announce it, it's out.
Do that, bundle it with the second one, right? Something like that, and then make it an actual, good deal for your players and stuff like that. Like that would have been cool. Or like you just said, just announce it. It's out the next day. That way, people don't got all this time to have leaks and talk about it and stuff. But nonetheless, I'm still looking forward to this game. I'm gonna play it. I've always wanted the platinum. You already bought it. Yeah, I already bought it. So I mean, I'm definitely gonna play it. I've always wanted a platinum, the first Last of Us. So I'm hoping that trophy list is good.
I mean, there's no it's shipping with less content because it has no multiplayer, right?
Yeah, no multiplayer.
So the platinum's going to be different, I assume.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the problem with the first trophy list is the multiplayer trophies. So as long as they fix that, I'll be somewhat happy. But yeah.
I'm gonna throw this one out there because it seems like a cool game. It seems like a Daniel game, but I've never really looked too much into it. Temtem's finally getting a release, which this game's been talked about.
This
for
that
years.
Weird Pokemon like thing.
Yeah, it's coming everywhere.
What was this in early access for years?
It was in early access for a long time. So September 6th. Seems really cool. Maybe I'll check it out because it is a Pokemon type game. Then we got Splatoon 3, September 9th. Super cool.
You into that? Splatoon?
I've not played the other two.
Yeah.
It seems like a game I would like.
I played a little bit of the first one. Not too into it, but it's cool Nintendo makes these, but yeah, not
That's how I feel.
Yeah.
I might check it out if I have time, but there's just so many games coming out. Then you got Warhammer 40K Darktide.
Oh, is this the first person one?
Yeah, this is that multiplayer thing coming just to Xbox and PC. I think it's Game Pass, right? Which is awesome.
Yeah, it is, right?
I'm pretty sure it's Game Pass, and this game looks super cool. Multiplayer. I think it's a budget title. I think it's $40, which is super. We need more $40 games. I think that's a nice.
So is another one you'll mention soon. That Metal Hellslinger game is also 40. So
I have the name of it now, which is it's the next. So that was Darktide is September 13th. Metal Hellsinger, which makes more sense. Hellsinger makes more sense. Metal Hellsinger coming everywhere. September 15th, a couple days later. Okay. Seems super cool. I might want to check it out off of what you said.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this one now. Hopefully it reviews well, then I'll definitely end up picking it up. But
that's probably what I'm gonna wait for.
Yeah.
Then we got Evil West, which was that really cool cowboy Doom game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I
think it's
made by
two-player.
People Can Fly, right?
Let me click in. Let me see if they have it here. It's actually not.
It's not People Can Fly. I thought that
so. It's Focus Home is publishing it. Okay. It is made by the. It's made by the. What is the name of the other Doom type of game? They just put out one earlier this year. It's the name of the developers. Flying Wild Hog.
Flying Wild Hog. Okay.
They did that other. What's that other game that they did? They put it out this year. Oh man, I think it came out in March.
Oh,
yeah, it was in March. Shadow Warrior.
Shadow Warrior.
There it is. Yeah, it was in March. So it's interesting they're doing another game already. But,
yeah, it's quick.
But yeah, Evil West looks cool. This is definitely a wait for review. It's coming everywhere except for Switch, September 20th. Let's see. The Diofield Chronicle game, that like Final Fantasy Tactics game, coming everywhere. September 22nd. Seems pretty cool. For tactics lovers. You got that Valkyrie Elysium game coming to PlayStation.
That's in September
29th. September 29th. Then we're into October. Overwatch 2, which still worried about, but I'm excited. It's coming everywhere.
Is this a beta release, or is this what is this? This is the full release.
A beta. This is the full multiplayer release. October 4th.
Okay.
They're having a public beta soon.
I feel like this should be a much bigger deal than
it's because it's free to play.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why it's not.
Yeah. Just be like, like Overwatch 2 is releasing this year. No one's talking about that.
It's also because they're waiting for the single player content.
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for, right? Like, I mean, that's when I'll check out this game.
Yeah. You got Marvel's Midnight Suns coming everywhere, even Switch, which I didn't know Switch was getting released on October 7th.
There you
go.
Which
is 2 games basically the same week for me.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Maybe I picked this up because I am realizing there's a little bit of a drought here for me, but after The Last of Us and then until the big games start hitting like end of October. So maybe I picked this up.
Really all the way for about 11 days, because then A Plague Tale Requiem coming everywhere October 18th.
You're for sure getting
Game Pass. Oh yeah, Game Pass.
Yeah, okay.
Playing that for sure.
Cool.
For sure.
I'm not into rats, so Skip down on that one.
My favorite thing. I have
your favorite. You love rats.
A rat fetish.
Interesting.
Shouldn't have said that on a show.
Too late now. Can't take it back.
Then another huge one for me. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. October 20th. 2 days later. Too many games. Huh? What's up?
You're eating good this October, huh?
Oh, dude. It's my birthday month, too. I'm eating this month, okay? I'm eating this month. Then you got... I'll just shout this out. Persona 5 Royal coming everywhere else.
Yeah.
On October 21st. Super awesome.
Getting next-gen versions of that,
yeah.
too.
Yeah. Putting it everywhere. Switch is getting the release. PC's getting the release. Xbox is coming to Game Pass. Super awesome. Everyone's get to play that. Same day, October 21st, Scorn, finally, Game Pass.
I am looking
Xbox
forward to this
PC.
one. Yeah.
It's coming even to last-gen Xbox, which is interesting. Scorn's cool. Definitely this is a review game. Gotta wait for reviews.
Scorn, yeah. Hopefully it's shorter. That way I can get through this before some of these bigger games start getting coming out.
Because this next few days, you're gonna get Gotham Knights coming everywhere except for Switch. October 25th.
Yeah, this game is getting so buried for me, but just because everything else around it now, it's like I would be into this game if it came out at a good time, but now I think it's just this one's gonna get left in the dust for me.
Is it because of this game that's coming out the same day, High on Life, Xbox and PC, which
I am very much looking forward to this.
Yeah, super.
But again, this one might get buried for me too because just because it depends how long it is, right? Like it's just because there are games around it that I want to play more than this, right? It's like
what is the game here then? Because like there's only 2 more real big ones here.
We'll keep going. There's one in October.
It's one of these 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Because then the next release, October 28th, Bayonetta 3.
That's it.
That's it. Okay,
I mean, Bayonetta 3 is that main one in October right there. Okay. That like I'm guaranteed I'm playing that one.
Not that long of a game. Probably 10 hours.
Yeah, probably not. But it's just not too long after this other stuff comes out, you know. So it's just
sure.
I'm gonna have to pick and choose here what I want to play.
Or beat things quick.
Yeah, or beat things very quick, right?
Because for me, it's the same day, October 28th. Modern Warfare 2. Are you kidding me? Coming everywhere except for Switch.
There you go. Yeah.
Insane. So I'm so excited for that game. I'll actually want like a full trailer. Hopefully we'll get that soon.
So which one are you going to choose that day? Bayonetta 3 or Modern Warfare?
I will probably beat Modern Warfare quicker. Yeah. So I could probably beat that in a night.
Go that
maybe
first. Okay.
2 nights. Yeah. Then play Bayonetta. Because I want to sit down with Bayonetta. I don't want to like let me just be called.
Exactly. Yeah. Modern Warfare 2 though, I'll be waiting for that Game Pass stuff whenever that happens.
Maybe next year.
Yeah, whenever the purchase goes through.
Because then there'd be the other ones you
Game
missed.
Pass. Yeah, because I never beat the campaign in the 2019 Modern Warfare, so
it was a good one.
At some point, it was once they're on Game Pass, go back. I'll play through that, then I'll play through the second one, and that'll be cool.
Now on to November, which is kind of a light-ish month right now. You have Harvestella, which is that cool like survival like farm sim.
Yeah, I remember
this was
at the PlayStation whatever at one point. Yeah.
I think it was at that Switch thing.
Oh, okay. This is that other one. Gotcha.
It's that Square Enix one.
Okay.
Yeah. Coming to Switch and PC November 4th. So that's kind of starting the month there. And you got Skull and Bones coming to Stadia. I forgot about that. No Switch.
That's still a thing.
Yep. November 8th. And the next day, you got God of War. Excuse me, sorry. You got God of War Ragnarok.
God of War hiccup.
Yeah.
Yeah, God of War Ragnarok. Once that hits, that's the game I drop everything for. That is what I'm playing. November 9th, I am there. I'm playing that. I can't wait for that story to continue. See what it holds for us. I'm very much. I mean, that's my most anticipated for the rest of the year for sure.
Yeah, got a little over a week after that for me. I want to try to beat that before I get to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, which is November 18th.
Yeah, I'll be playing through that too. That'll probably be the one I just play in the background of other things while throughout the rest of that year.
Yeah, because then I mean I could probably beat that in a couple weeks there. Because then beginning of December you got Callisto Protocol.
Yep.
December 2nd coming everywhere except for Switch.
So for me, it's probably top 3 most anticipated would be God of War, Callisto Protocol, Bayonetta. That's probably my 3 most for the rest of this year.
Nice. So excited for Callisto. Seems awesome. So
Definitely.
excited. Then December 6th, you got Hello Neighbor 2 coming everywhere except for Switch, which I know people really like that first game.
It's that weird game with that guy with that mustache.
Yeah, it comes over. Yeah. I know that game has like a lot of weird lore, like Five Nights at Freddy's. I know Game Theory does a lot with that game, first game. Yeah. You got Dragon Quest Treasures, which was that like Pokemon-esque game that they had that Switch.
Sure.
Seems interesting. That's December 9th. And then if you want, I can go into the unannounced ones if you want me to like keep going.
We could probably just rattle them all. I mean, I know Pentiment, right?
Yeah, let me go in here. Advance Wars, we still don't know when Advance Wars is coming out.
Sure.
Arc Raiders, which was that like free to play, cool looking game that Keeley had last year, was supposed to be this year. Okay. Atomic Heart has still yet to get a release date.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll hit this year. I know that developer's in Russia, so who knows?
I want to shout this out just because it's me. Before Your Eyes is getting a mobile port, which is it's super cool way to probably do it with your webcam.
Was like is the camera gonna look at you? That'd be cool.
100%, yeah. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, still don't have a date. It's supposed to be this year. That's that Jet Set Radio type game.
Okay.
Crisis Core, don't have a date for that yet.
Yeah, I wonder if that'll hit this year, or if that's gonna be early next year.
Dune Spice Wars, don't have a date for that yet. Let's see. That Ghostbusters game, Spirits Unleashed, a multiplayer thing.
Oh,
don't have a date for that yet.
By the Friday the 13th guys, right? Ilphonic.
Yeah. Goat Sim 3 doesn't have a release date yet.
That's supposed to be this year?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay.
Goodbye Volcano High has been absolutely nothing about the game this year. Absolutely nothing. It's supposed to be this year. Let's see. Yeah, Hogwarts. Hogwarts does not have a date yet.
Hogwarts is the big one. Will that actually hit this year? Who knows?
Inscription, that PlayStation port, does not have a date yet.
I thought that got leaked for like end of August for console port.
Was there some leak date?
Yeah.
Little Devil Inside, supposed to be the end of this year.
Oh yeah.
No date.
Where they're gonna end up putting that.
It's supposed to be coming everywhere, so I don't know. You got Metal Slug Tactics, still does not have a date. Multiverses, the WB
DC Super Smash Bros. Game, yeah.
Yeah, the WB thing, does not have a date yet. That One Piece Odyssey game, that One Piece like turn-based game, does not have a date yet. Oh, here's a bunch right here in the O's. Ooblets still has no date. They said it's coming out this year. Open Roads, no date.
Yeah, I doubt that one's hitting this year. That's from the Gone Home guys, Fulbright. Yeah, I doubt that's gonna hit this year. I know they had some trouble last year with their development, so yeah, I'm assuming that just got delayed another full year.
Here's one for all of us. Oxenfree 2.
Yeah.
No date. That's next year for sure.
You think so? Yeah. Probably is at this point.
Pentiment, like we said.
Yeah, Pentiment's supposed to be November. They put November, a month on that. Yeah.
No date, yeah.
Yeah, no date yet. I'd assume. I mean, they could do any day, right?
Any day.
Matter, yeah.
God of War day. Put it the same day. Because it literally wouldn't matter. Yeah. It's a completely different audience. That was more of a joke. Completely different audience. Planet of Lana. Still supposed to be this year.
This game looks awesome. I hope this game looks awesome this year. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm very excited. Probably Game Pass, right? It's only Xbox and PC.
I think they confirmed Game Pass, yeah.
Return to Monkey Island doesn't have a full date yet.
No date on that one yet. Yeah.
River City Girls 2. No date yet. Shovel Knight Dig. Where's Shovel Knight Dig? Come on.
Is that supposed to be like a full game?
Yeah. Supposed to be a game. Somerville. No date.
Yeah, where is Somerville, man? I would have expected that was a perfect summer game, you know? Where is that?
Speaking of games that might launch at God of War's release date, Sonic Frontiers has no release date, and there was a rumor that it's coming out the same day as God of War.
Why is everyone picking that Wednesday?
I don't know.
Why is everyone just avoiding November 11th now?
I don't know. It's because Starfield left such a nuclear blast there that they can't.
There was actually a leaked thing that had November 11th for God of War's release date. A lot of people are thinking they just changed it just to not look like a dick and take that release date, but it's just like, nice. Okay, yeah, I guess that's nice, but I'm sure take it 2 days earlier.
Sons of the Forest, still no date. It's supposed to be this year.
To the Forest, right?
Yeah. Star Trek Resurgence, still no date.
Is that the Telltale one?
That's that. Well, Telltale like.
Former Telltale.
Is it made by Telltale?
I can't remember.
The newish Telltale.
What was Telltale actually making? Because there's Telltale, then there's the team that broke off from Telltale.
Wolf Among Us is one of them. I think they're making 2 games. Okay. One of them was Wolf Among Us. Oh, the other one was the what's that sci-fi show?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
What's the name of that sci-fi show? Maybe it's here.
I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah, I can't. Where is it? I don't see it here.
It's probably not.
It's the Amazon sci-fi.
I know what you're talking about.
That is the other Telltale game. So I think that this game is the other team.
The Expanse.
The Expanse.
Yeah.
I think the Star Trek Resurgence is like people that came from Telltale.
Okay. And then Telltale's actually making the Expanse.
And then Telltale's making 2 games, yeah.
Okay, cool. I might play that. I mean, I'm not the biggest Star Trek guy, but I might. That could be cool.
Yeah. I like narrative games. I like Star Trek's world. You got Dark Pictures, The Devil in Me.
Yeah.
Probably October.
Yeah, that's got to be a lock for like Halloween. That'll be a cool one because I can just play through that in a day. So
yeah,
that'll be another one I guarantee you play through this year.
Mm-hmm. We got Jackbox Party Pack 9. Still no date for that. They can really release that whenever they want. Walking Dead Saints and Sinners 2, no date.
That's the VR thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll probably launch with PSVR 2, I'd imagine.
Bunch of PC ports here. Uncharted the Uncharted collection, no PC date yet.
Yeah, I wonder if PlayStation tries to get out the Last of Us remake on PC this year. They might. I know.
I think they're gonna try.
Yeah, I think they might try to hit late this year with that, and that'll be very cool for them actually on PC. I think that game will actually be received much better on PC than it is on just PlayStation consoles. You know, I think because it's never been ported.
New audience.
Yeah, new audience. It's never been on PC before, so I think it'll be much better there than it will over on this one.
We are OFK. No date for that. It went gold
soon though, right? It went gold, so I would expect I mean,
that
might be
summer. I think is what they said. So maybe August.
That might be maybe PlayStation does a showcase in early September again, and then they do it that day. That'd be cool.
They've played everywhere, like because they were at a PlayStation thing.
They were on Nintendo.
Weren't they at a Switch thing?
Yeah, I think they were on a Switch thing. So maybe a Direct too. It could be. And Directs love doing their it's out now type thing too. So maybe it'll be one of those.
And then the last one is WrestleQuest. Everywhere.
Still that'd be a Sims game probably.
Mm-hmm. And that's pretty much the releases for the remainder of the year.
Yeah, like I said, man, everything's just from like end of October-ish, like mid-October till like beginning of December. That's just crazy, jam-packed.
For me, it's the start because of Midnight Suns.
Right.
It's just like once October hits, it's like I'm sprinting. I'm like, I gotta beat this game. I gotta beat this game.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's gonna be really hard with like, do I want to start High on Life 3 days before Bayonetta comes out? You know what I mean? And then Bayonetta comes out, only a week before God of War. So it's just like I gotta get through that before then, and yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
Yeah, I got like 2 games before October: Saints Row, Soul Hackers that I really want to play. So cool. I gotta beat Persona 5.
Gotta beat Persona 5 before then. Okay, you got a deadline.
Yeah, deadline's like October. Really. No, August. Like I guess Saints Row. If I could beat it before Saints Row, that's like really cool.
Then it'd be good. All right, cool. We'll now move on to the game. Daniel, what's the game?
When Daddy's away, the boys will play.
Hell yeah.
We are gonna play a tier maker.
Ooh.
Like we always do, and I have an interesting one for you.
What are we ranking, Daniel?
We are ranking from S to D because I don't really know if any of them are gonna be D, but it's gonna be the Mass Effect trilogy companions.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
This is gonna be a tough one. It's gonna be a tough one. So I want you to kind of tell me how you want me to do it.
Okay.
There is an order here. It's just kind of random, it seems like.
Just go with whatever order they got.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. It's going to be interesting with this order, then. The first one, Mass Effect 2's Morden Solus. Of course. The legend, dude.
You know what the problem with this is going to be? Is I'm going to be like S for all of them.
S.
They're all great.
So let's put them against each other. Okay, we'll do it that way so that it's, so they're not all BSs. Morden's an easy S. He's one of the best in all.
Yeah, Morden's great. I mean, plus you get the whole backstory with the Krogans and the whole genophage and stuff like that through him. And I mean, we're going into full spoilers. His death scene is fantastic. One of the more memorable death scenes in any game in Mass Effect 3. Yeah,
Morden.
That part's great. Morden is an S for sure.
He's an easy S. Easy.
Well, your early companions in 2 as well, and so you get him throughout that whole game. But yeah, continue.
Zaid.
Ooh,
which is an interesting one. Some people don't like him. Some people are like, whatever. Some people didn't even get him because he was a DLC.
Yeah, that was a bullshit DLC too.
It was whatever. It was pretty short.
Yeah, he is more of a background character. One of the lower tier ones for sure. I'd go C. I like Zaid.
I was just thinking C.
He's good on the field. You know what I mean?
I think his character abilities are good, but
yeah,
him being like an older mercenary, I think is okay.
Yeah. Interesting character. Yeah, I'll go C.
We got Ashley.
Okay.
One of the originals.
Yeah, Ashley sucks. Everyone hates Ashley.
I think she has an interesting arc at the end when you get to 3.
She's also completely racist against aliens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. She's a human-centered person.
Yeah, she is. Which I guess there'd probably be a lot of those if we met a lot of aliens.
Yeah, 100%. It's pretty realistic.
Man, Ashley's the worst. I try to kill Ashley as early as possible. No,
so you think she is a D?
Yeah, I'll go D. Ashley's the worst character for sure. Ashley sucks.
I would say C, but all right, we could put her at D. We could put her.
If anyone's a D, it's Ashley.
Okay. We got.
I wouldn't even go F for Ashley. I'm sorry. Continue.
Garrus.
I mean, come on.
Come on, dude.
Whatever's above S, that's what.
So
Garrus
okay,
is.
so is Garrus above Morden?
Yeah, 100%.
I think Garrus is above Morden maybe because of his relationship to you. I think Morden has a better story for me.
Sure, although Garrus' story, especially in 2, is great with the Archangel part and stuff like that. Yeah, but Garrus, he's such a mainstay of the trilogy too. You know, and he's boy the whole time.
Number 1.
Yeah.
Number 1.
Okay, Garrus.
Here's an interesting one. Jack.
I like.
I love Jack.
Jack is great. Yeah, Jack has a
I know some people
backstory too.
Yeah, one of my favorite backstories.
Yeah,
I love her loyalty mission.
No, yeah,
one of the
awesome. 2 and 3 has good parts with Jack. Jack, I'd probably go B for Jack. Jack's a great character. Might go A even.
I was see for me it's A.
Yeah, she has such a cool
I think
story
she's
with border A and S.
Near to S. Yeah.
I'll go A. We can go A on that one.
Okay. I'm a big fan of her. Here's an interesting one too. Legion.
You don't get enough of Legion throughout the whole game.
You do not.
No. Probably go C on Legion. Cool character. Don't get enough of him, but I like
above or below Zaid.
Above Zaid for sure.
Interesting. Okay.
I think just his whole aspect with the Geth and stuff like that, and teaching you about the Geth is a lot more interesting than a lot of Zaid stuff. So
he definitely makes the Geth more interesting.
Yeah.
Thane, Mass Effect 2's Thane.
Ooh, Thane's an S, bro.
Thane's an S.
Yeah, Thane's great. His stuff with his kid in the 3rd game too, when he's dying. Yeah, that stuff's really sad in that game. But yeah, Thane's an S for sure.
Easy, dude. He's so good. Here's a classic. Talia.
Ooh, Talia's an S. Talia's an S for sure.
Talia's an S.
Great character. I love. She actually becomes better in the 3rd game a lot more when you get into her whole colony and her people and stuff like that on the ship.
They constantly expand her from 1 to 2 to 3.
I feel like she's at least interesting in 1 and then continues throughout the series. But
so
Talia's an S.
I didn't even say where Thane is. Thane below Morden?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah,
even though it
kind of has to be.
And then where is Tali? Tali for me would be.
I'll go below Thane even. Tally.
You think so? I was questioning if she's above Morden.
I wouldn't put her above Morden personally.
So below Thane.
I would go below
I say
Thane.
above. I say above.
If you want to go above, we can go above.
I can concede.
Okay, let's go below.
Below Thane. Ooh, one of my faves. Miranda.
Ooh,
I think Miranda has such a cool story. I love her story.
Yeah, don't get enough of her in 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my only problem really. She's great in 2, fantastic in 2, one of the better characters in 2.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, throughout the whole trilogy, you don't really get enough of her. I would go A with Miranda.
I don't know if that would really. I don't know if that should make her lower because she's not. But you think A though? You don't think she's an S?
Not quite. Doesn't hit quite the memorable tier for me as the other ones in S tier. But
she above Jack?
I would go above Jack. Yeah.
I think so too. The girl after my heart, Liara.
Ooh, I mean Liara's S for sure.
Liara's my number one.
Number one, you think?
For me,
I would have to go behind Garrus for Liara.
You think that's where? All right, I'll concede.
Personally,
I'll concede.
You could put her on if you want.
No.
Okay.
Garrett, it might be too controversial.
Yeah,
because Garrus
those are the two main stats throughout the whole trilogy, really. Right?
Yeah,
Garrus and Liara.
So. Here's a great one. Rex.
Rex is great. Love Rex.
Rex is so good.
The Rex is an S tier for sure. I mean,
Rex is an S. The question is where in S, really?
Yeah. I mean, he has a great arc in 3 as well, and 2. I mean, with his whole when he
is he better?
The problem is he can die. Like I could see you. I could see if you didn't get Rex throughout the whole trilogy, which if you did, you played the game wrong. If you didn't, but yeah, then he would definitely be down more. But throughout the whole trilogy, he's great. I'll go S. I'll go behind Morden.
I think he's better than Thane.
I do think he's better than Thane personally.
No.
Rex is my boy. When I won, you know who I'm rocking with the whole time? Garrus and Rex, whole time.
All right, I'll concede.
Okay.
Behind Morden. Edie.
Yeah.
I like Edie. I like Edie more as just an AI.
Yeah, exactly. Her and 3 is so weird with the whole Joker relationship. It's just odd. But I
kind of like where it ends with them, but
sure. This would be
B?
the one. Yeah, I would go B on this one. Who else do we have in B?
No one yet.
No one? Okay, go B then.
Oh, here's an interesting one, because some people will kind of hate on this character, Grunt.
I love Grunt. Grunt's great.
Yeah.
Grunt's great. Who hates on Grunt?
I've heard some people not like.
He's the perfect Krogan.
He is the perfect Krogan. I mean, I would put Grunt at top of B, above Edie. That's where I would put him. It doesn't mean I don't.
Grunt.
I dislike Grunt. I like Grunt a lot.
I suppose I just have more attachment to people I actually take out with me. You know, like when they're there during the combat, and I always took Grunt because he's great. He just runs around killing people.
That charge, yeah.
Yeah, that charge is awesome. Yeah, I can go B. Go high B.
Above Edie. That's kind of where. Okay. Jacob.
Jacob's good.
Mass Effect 2's Jacob.
Has an awesome side quest with learning about his father and stuff.
His backstory is the better part of him. I'm not crazy about his abilities or anything like that.
I would go B on him as well, below Grunt.
Above Edie?
Yeah.
Sure, that seems good. Then you got James. Mass Effect 3's James.
Oh,
love Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Love Freddie Prinze Jr.
This guy sucks.
He's just generic.
Yeah, he's just like the generic army guy, you know? I mean, he's cool. He's got some emotional parts to him. I like when you're sparring with him and you're both talking through your problems. You know, have a nice therapy session when you're fighting. But, yeah, he's a douche. I would go C.
I like Freddie Prinze.
I mean, he's a good voice actor, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would go C on him.
Honestly, I'd put him below Zaid.
Okay, yeah, we can go below Zaid. Sorry, James.
I like Zaid better. I like his story better. I forget this man's name. And you're going to have to remind me of this man's name. Who is the Prometheus guy or whatever? What's the name of that race?
Jaid. It's No, you had it right. Isn't it Prometheus?
Is it Prometheans or something?
Yeah, something like that. Whatever.
The one from Mass Effect 3.
Yeah, Jaid. Great character, actually. Has an awesome backstory. When you learn
his
more about
backstory's
that.
super cool.
And you can learn about the previous life cycle before the humans and stuff like that. That was cool. Yeah. The problem is he's also a DLC character, you know.
Yeah.
So you can completely miss him.
This might be controversial. I'm gonna put him at top of B, above Grunt.
Above Grunt?
You think he's below Grunt?
I
thought this would be controversial.
I think he's below Grunt. Yeah.
Above Jacob?
Definitely above Jacob. Yeah.
Okay, we'll put him right there.
He's interesting enough.
I thought I'd have to argue for him to be in B.
No, I'm fine with that. He's a really cool character.
This one's gonna be maybe on you because I have very little to say about this person. I honestly forgot his name. Caden.
Caden.
Caden is.
Oh, okay, Caden. Yeah, Caden.
Above Ashley at the D.
Okay, I'm right there.
Actually, you know what? Caden's below
Ashley.
Because he's so generic.
Yeah,
he's more. No,
I think he's above Ashley.
Okay.
He is more generic, but Ashley just sucks in general. So I think Caden's a little bit above him. Yeah. The least interesting part about Mass Effect 1 though is the two human characters.
Yeah. Here's a fun one. Samara.
Ooh, Samara's cool.
From Mass Effect 2.
Yeah, I like her.
Or you could have the daughter if you like kill her.
Oh yeah, I forgot about
Remember?
that. Yeah, I never did that. I never did
that. I forgot the daughters.
Yeah, no, I can't.
She was
remember her name
crazy
at all. Yeah, I wonder if you see her in 3 then.
A good question. I don't know.
I wonder if that. I'd have to look into that. But no, she's a cool character. I like learning about her like tribe or whatever hierarchy she is now in the whole Liara race.
Asari.
Cool. Yeah, Asari. There you go. It's cool to learn about, but she's not the most interesting. I'd probably go B somewhere in B.
I like Edie more. Even Edie's human form.
I do too. Yeah, go below Edie.
Bottom of B. Okay. And then this one is a character I love a lot. The very last character, Kasumi.
Ooh, Kasumi's great.
Another DLC character. The first DLC character.
Love her heist mission though that you get in that.
Oh no, second DLC character. Yeah, her
heist
quest
is awesome in that. Yeah.
So cool.
She has a really cool part in 3 too that I don't think I ever saw in my original playthrough of 3, but I saw it in the Legendary Edition.
Isn't it like about a party, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's really cool. Yeah, she's a cool character, cool thief. Yeah, I'd probably go high B on her somewhere.
When I got her, I only used her in turn. She was one of my mains.
You get that really cool submachine gun from her mission, which I almost like more than the character.
She could teleport behind people as well,
yeah.
And she'll just like hurt them.
Weird. Why doesn't everyone use that technology, you know?
I don't know. You said where?
I go high B, below Grunt still.
I would put her above Grunt.
Okay. This one I will concede. You can go above Grunt.
Okay. Well, and that was all the companions.
You tell me we're not doing the very memorable Andromeda characters, Daniel?
There was one that had them. I didn't beat that game.
No, I didn't either.
So I did not pick one with it.
No, yeah, that's fine. Captain Anderson is the only other one I would put in there. I know there's a split part where you use him as a character in 3, but
where would Anderson go?
I don't know. He's a mainstay. He's a very good character too in the
below Jack, bottom A.
Yeah, I'd probably go there. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that'll do it.
That was our companions.
Great
Mass Effect companions.
Love it.
Yeah.
Mass Effect, man. Hopefully Mass Effect 4 hits.
It needs to.
Needs to hit. Just bring all these people back. That's all you need.
Yeah, give me all of them.
Let's just say Shepard's alive. Who cares?
Shepard's alive. All of my party members, every single one in the ship. I could choose any of them. That's all I want.
Love it. Just do that.
Give me some other story with that could just.
Don't even have a story. Just they're all friends hanging around.
We're just hanging out, watching a movie.
Second Life in space. That's it. It's great.
Yeah, sure. Whatever.
Anyways, that'll do it for the Nerd Gods Podcast, episode 127. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to subscribe to us over at youtube.com/nerdgods. You can also find us on audio platforms. Daniel?
Follow us on Twitter.
And Twitter,
yeah.
Go follow us over there. Maybe Daniel will tweet out funny memes at some point.
Sure.
I'll do that. He'll tweet out one funny meme if someone follows right now. Anyways, that'll do it. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.